Hey guys. So I hit up my local Goodwill today. So I was on that side of town, and I got a few goodies. I'm always checking out thrift stores around here. I don't get over to Goodwill as much as I'd like because it's kind of far away from me. But I do have a Salvation Army store across the street. So I spend a lot of time in there when I get paid, just looking for little video gaming odds and ends. And I've generally been pretty successful. Like I said, I don't generally get out to Goodwill very often. In fact, this is the first time in quite a long time that I've gotten out there. So, what did I pick up today? Let's find out. Now, the first thing that caught my eye today was a Sony PlayStation. I got this for $10. It was just the console, though. As you can see on the sticker, game console only. So it didn't come with any cords. This is a version 1 PlayStation. It's even got the little parallel port on the back here. But I always had trouble getting open. Especially right now. There we go. Alright, so yeah. Got the parallel port there. Got the cover. I don't remember having anything that ever used that, actually. Oh, wait, no, I did. I think I had a cheat device that used it. But yeah, this unfortunately did not come with cables. Which is fine. Cables are pretty cheap. So, you know, we'll check this out. I don't know if it works or not. We'll check it out and see if it does. But yeah, this is the main thing I got. Fairly good looking condition. I don't know how good the laser is, if it still works. Like I said, it's definitely weathered, stained. I did find another PlayStation 1 across the street at the Salvation Army store several months ago. Very clean. No fading on it or anything. Works wonderfully. So we'll test this out, see how it works. Let's set this aside for right now. Also found nothing fancy. Just found a Wii nunchuck. We only had 2. I believe we've got 3 Wiimotes in the house, because I've got mine that I use for my GameCube, or not my GameCube, my Wii U. I picked up another Wii a while back, probably about a month ago. No, not even. Yeah, no, about a month ago. And then there's my son's Wii. This nunchuck actually has the rubber grip cover on it, so we'll have to test that out later and see if it works. And I got this for $1.99, so really good deal. Now I got a couple of really interesting things. You're not gonna think they're interesting at first, but they are. First, I found an orange, the orange GameCube controller. Why is this special? I'll tell you why. First off, what's missing? What's usually up in this area above the start button? Usually it says something, right? It says Nintendo. There's no Nintendo embossing in there. But it looks exactly like a GameCube controller. The control stick feels a little loose. Could just be wear. I don't know. The C-stick actually feels pretty good. The D-pad feels pretty good. The buttons feel pretty good. The Z shoulder button, really clicky. I don't think it's normally supposed to be that clicky. But it feels good. And that does tell you that you're pressing it. Shoulder buttons feel pretty good. The other thing you kind of notice, and I'll have to grab a regular GameCube controller to compare, but the cord seems a little thin, but it does end in the appropriate plug, so this will fit a GameCube. Let me go ahead and hold on, I'll grab a couple controllers to compare. Also, just the fact that the cord is orange is also kind of a good giveaway. So this is the one I got at Goodwill. It's orange, pretty thin. This, okay, so it wasn't embossing. It was actually painted on. So this is the real one. This is the real deal, the real McCoy. This is my orange controller, and the cord is black for one thing, and it's, I don't know how well you can tell. It may not show up necessarily too well on the camera, but the cord on the real McCoy, the real controller, is a little thicker. Another thing also, you know, we got the stuff on the back there. It doesn't really show up too well, but this part right here says Made in China. The real one has all the Nintendo stuff on the back. See? On the other side it's got the Nintendo stuff. This is a knockoff. But, I mean, to the uninitiated, you know. Also, now that I'm looking at the back here, I think the shoulder buttons kind of stick out. Let's see, here's the knockoff. The shoulder buttons stick out more than on the real one. But also, it's a darker blue for the Z button. So yeah, so that's interesting. Again, I don't know if this works. We'll test it out. And then the last little bit of interesting stuff I got an NES controller. But again, this is not official. This is not official. It will fit in NES. But yeah, there's none of the usual markings on there. It's the rough kind of almost brittle plastic, but it doesn't have the little raised bumps for grip. But it looks just like an NES controller. It doesn't say Nintendo on it. The first thing that actually tipped me off wasn't the cord, but rather the start and select buttons. They're the right color, but they're plastic, and they're raised a bit much. Now I've got here's my real NES controller. Well, let's see. Let's peel off the price tag sticker and see what the knockoff says underneath. If it says anything, I don't think it'll say anything. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything under there. I'll have to do a little cleanup on this just to get rid of the sticker residue. But yeah, no, you can see it doesn't say anything underneath there. And also, kind of, now that I'm holding both, it kind of feels a little bit lighter than the real controller. So this is the knockoff, and you can see those middle buttons, the start and select, they're kind of raised. Now here's the real controller. It says Nintendo on it, first of all. Also on the back, you can see the real controller has all the little Nintendo stuff on there raised up. This does not. This has nothing on it. I don't know where this came from, other than it passed quality control. Also, here's the start and select buttons on the real controller. They're not raised as much, and they're rubber. So otherwise, I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, these are the same size, same dimensions. Screws are even in the same place. same kind of screws. But yeah, this is a knockoff. So let's test these out and see how well they work. Alright, so I gotta do this on my phone, unfortunately, this part. But let's try out the PlayStation. So this is the PlayStation 1 I got from Salvation Army a while back. This thing works really great. So we're just gonna take this down, and I already have it unhooked, so I'm just gonna move it out of the way. Let's set that aside. And here's the one I got from Goodwill. So let's just go ahead and get this hooked up. Sorry, trying to do this with one hand. I really need a cameraman. So I'm just going to go ahead and, yep, there we go. Okay, and then we'll get this plugged in. All right, we've got that. Let's go ahead and we'll grab a memory card here. So just a Joytech. Actually, you know what? Just to make this official. Oh, okay. So I don't have any first-party PS1 cards out here, so we'll use this. We'll use the Joytech. This works really well. So we'll just we'll plug it in there. All right, the TV is already on. Let's go ahead and plug in our controller, first-party controller. It's a DualShock 1. And let's go ahead and do our test game, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So, light comes on. Alright, power's up. Good, good. So far, so good. A little blurry there. There we go. Okay. And that apparently... Oh. Okay. Maybe I'm just misremembering how... Oh, there we go. Looks like it works. There's our Konami logo. Well, the controller's not responding. Is that not in all the way? There we go. Alright. Might not have been pushed in all the way. Alright, so it works. And it reads the memory card. So, the verdict. My Goodwill PlayStation 1 works. I don't know how bright I just realized the light was on for that. I don't know how bright I came up. But yeah. It works. How awesome is that? Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll test out those controllers now. I'm not really going to worry about the nunchuck too much. Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to worry about the nunchuck. Let's check out those knockoff controllers. See how those do. Alright, so we've done the PlayStation 1 test. Now let's try the controllers. See, I've got Deja Vu on the NES loaded up here. So, let's give the... all this residue is making me nauseous. Let's give the knockoff NES controller a try. Okay, so the console didn't freeze. I don't think the controller works. Yeah, see, I'm pressing the buttons, and you can see on the screen nothing is happening. Let me fiddle with it for a second. Yeah, Alright, so the the knockoff NES controller is a bust. Does not work. I might hand this, I don't know if he works on controllers or not, I might hand this off to my friend Justin to see if he might be able to do something with it, get it to work, something, I don't know. I don't really need 4 NES controllers, I just kind of picked this up on a whim, just because I thought it was neat. I mean, if anything, if this is just not repairable, maybe I can use this for a Captain and the Game Master costume. Be cool. Maybe find an old Zapper gun to go with it. So yeah, knockoff. It's a shame because the buttons actually feel really good. But yeah, no, this doesn't work. So last but not least, let's go ahead and check out that GameCube controller. Switch over. So I've got Piano 3 loaded up here. I don't have the memory card in there. So, oh, okay. So the knockoff GameCube controller works so far. D-pad doesn't feel quite right. It feels like there's a little bit of input lag. Let's see. Let's test all the buttons in the game. Oh, and for anyone who watched my Piano 3 stream last night or watched the video of it today, figured out why it was showing up in black and white on my TV. I'm an idiot and I had it in composite mode instead of AV. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, okay, so the start button works. Alright, A button works. I can jump. X button doesn't do anything at the moment. I can sidestep though. Oh. Oh, let's do that. Yep, we can somersault forward and backwards. Alright, so wow, those were late. Yeah, so even though the NES controller doesn't work, the GameCube controller does. So that's pretty cool. I guess the last thing I'd really have to test would be this Wii nunchuck, but I'm pretty sure this is Nintendo official, so it should work just fine. Oh, gross. This is gonna need a little cleaning. I don't know if you can see that there. Ugh. But yeah, no, probably do that in a little bit. Actually, it's kind of greasy. Ugh. But yeah, so that's our stuff that we got at Goodwill today, and thanks for watching. And we'll see what I find next time I hit up a thrift store. See you guys later.